are back. Shaysayss, 2 S's not 1. Here on Party 101.9, home of the throwbacks and the iHeartradio platform. Shout out to Princess Javelle. She was just in the building with us. And now we're moving on to the PR specialist. You know, like the big up dancer in the streets. You know, like...
Oh, stop it.
My friend, Jasmine Noir.
Hi, guys. Hi, Conda. Hi, Jay, already famous. Hey, Khalil. Oh, my gosh.
Sister's on the live, you know, she getting all the people to tune in.
Yes, I'm on the live. Yes. So this is your first interview, as you mentioned before. It's so crazy. This is my first radio interview. I've been working in radio for 2 years. Shout out to M-Easy, because he's the reason I know this woman, Shaysayss, right here, right now. Shout out to M-Easy, the orator, nothing greater at Power 105.1. Shout out to him. I've been working with him for 2 years, and I've never had my own radio interview. And someone just decided one day to go, I'm interviewing you because you're dope and you do mad dope stuff, so I'm just going to interview you. And I was like,
no, listen. I'm talking to Jazz, and like you said, shout out to M for real. He's such a dope mentor.
Yes, he is.
And Jazz is telling me, listen, I'm gonna set you up with this person. I'm gonna set you with that, and I was like, yo, what about you? Like, you know, like you always like pushing everybody else, but like you're still doing big things. You're accomplishing a lot. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about you, girl. Like, this is what I want to do. Why don't we put you on the platform to talk about yourself? Yes,
and thank you for that. Because, you know, to be honest, I am very modest, but one of my good friends, Jordan, JP Crafton, his name is Jordan. Shout out to Jordan if you tune into the live. He said, Jasmine, I'm going to need you to stop being humble and start wilding the heck out, since we can't curse on here. Wilding the heck out. He said, because you do so much dope stuff, and he said, I do dope stuff too, and I'm not shutting up for nobody, so why the heck, you know, and he's right. So I'm, you know, but I'm just so used to just being like, you know, okay, you know what I mean? But no, 2020 is time to start wilding out in a humble way. In a humble way, but it's time to start wilding out. Like, what am I holding back for?
I agree. I think that I was actually talking to Shy Boogie the other day, and I was telling him, I was like, you know, one thing I'm even working on in 2020 is trying to figure out more of a balance of like humbly bragging, you know, because like sometimes people ask me like, who are you? Or I'll just be like in like an industry event and I'm not saying anything about myself, and then my friend will be like, yo, do you like, she does this, she's doing that, like the other day my friend came to one of the hosts, she was like, yo, she's big food, she out here with this one, she out here with that one. I'm just standing there like, yeah, like I'm just like, I don't know what to say, you know.
It's like one of those things where it's just like, okay,
right,
you know, but you know what, just figured all that. If you're dope at what you do, just be proud of who you are and what you do. If you're elevating, it's something to be proud of. You know, God didn't give us these talents, these God-given talents, to just sit back and sit in a chair. You know what I mean? And if people are hating and if people are throwing bad energy, it's because they're mad at themselves. It has nothing to do with you personally. They put their bad... I had someone actually tell me, shout out to Safaree and the ProblemChild for letting me choreograph their recent music video.
Yes, we definitely talk about that.
Yes, thank you. Shout out to them for that. And I had someone tell me that, and this is no shade, I don't think the person meant any ill will by it, but the person said, Safaree ain't posting that video on his page. And I know that the person didn't mean it in shade, but it was just like, okay, but why wouldn't he post it? Like, why would that be something that you would say? And I don't think he said it on purpose. It's just naturally. It's just like, because it's ProblemChild, who's a well-known soca artist, Nasty Up, one of the biggest tunes in the soca. Biggest tunes, timeless classic. He created a timeless classic. But Safaree's a bigger name on the Caribbean side and on the American side because of who he's dated and who he's married to now. So they didn't think he would post a typical soca song on his page, but he did. And to this day, he's still putting it in his stories. He's still shouting it out and things like that. So it's just, sometimes people don't realize that it's like, you don't have to do that. You can just say congratulations and shut the heck up about it. You don't have to be like, well, you can't do it. No, you can't do it. Don't tell me I can't do it. And I was going to say that sometimes
people think that because it's just like, that's probably what they want to do and they don't know how to get there. They see you doing it and they're a little jealous of that, you know, like, but listen, that's society for you.
Yeah, what society is crazy. You know, and they always tell me you can't. I had someone also tell me, because, you know, I do PR and I am a professional dancer and choreographer. I've had many people.
And Jack just hitting all my questions for me. She like, all right, boom, boom, boom.
Well, because we're on the topic, and someone asked me, how the heck are you doing both? That doesn't even make sense. Like, people have told me what I'm doing doesn't make sense. Like, how are you working with the radio? How are you working in PR? And how are you a dancer? Like, they don't even connect. Like,
that's definitely one of my questions. I was going to ask you, how do you balance all of these things at once?
God.
Listen, that's the answer you need. Like,
God, but in all honesty, it's to this day I don't know how I'm balancing it. But I had many people once again tell me, "Oh, you can't do all that. You're all over the place. You can't." I'm like, "Well, look at Karen Civil, Mona Scott Young, and Oprah Winfrey.
That's so true.
They don't have more than one career. That's so true. You know, like my girl Javelle, who just left, just said the same thing. She does more than one thing, and she's pretty successful at what she does. You know, so you can do more than one thing. I think what you have to do is execute what's in front of you first. Don't do this and then go, okay, next plate. Finish the first plate that's in front of you. So if I am PRing somebody or PRing a client at that moment, I'm a publicist. I'm not a choreographer. I'm not saying go to my page and look at my dancing. If you happen to see it, great. But at that moment, if I'm being your PR, I'm being your PR. I'm not being this, that, and the third. So focus on what's in front of you. Then go home and manifest all your other recipes. Okay. But at that moment, focus on the plate that's in front of you. And that's pretty much what I would tell anyone that has vertical integration, which means more than one business or more than one company, more than one lane within a company. Vertical integration is focus on that one lane at a time. Then when you go back outside, focus on the next lane.
Okay. So let's start from the beginning. How did you even get into, like, wanting to be in the media industry and wanting to, like, even doing creative art and dance?
Well, I've been dancing since I was born feet first. I am a breech birth baby. Only 3% of the human population was born that way, and only 1% survived because it's not a healthy way to be born. Yeah. So I was born with my feet moving. My mom told me when I was born, the doctor said that my feet were moving, probably why I can't sit still now, why my butt is always all over the place. And I've been moving my feet ever since. I think the first time I can remember as a child moving, it was Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. That man is my heart. Shout out to Michael. I know you're in heaven listening to me because I love you and you love me too. But Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, I just could not stop mimicking. I would get my hat. I would get my glove. I couldn't stop mimicking his moves. Right. And then I got into Janet. And then I just always would watch their shows, their concerts on tape, because I grew up in a neighborhood that wasn't so, Southside Jamaica, Queens wasn't, it's not the nicest place to grow up in, and my mother never let me go outside, so I will endlessly watch Michael Jackson, watch a lot of Janet Jackson, and just mimic their videos and their moves. And then Coming to America, which is my favorite movie.
Yes,
African dance. To this day, I still know that whole choreography. That's one of my favorite. Yes, I am obsessed with that, and I always mimic that. And I would take my Barbie dolls, and I used to make them do it. I put the little feathers on their heads and made them do it. So, since I was a little girl, I knew I wanted to be a dancer. I knew that I always did dancing with my Barbie dolls. So since a little girl, I knew what I wanted to do. There was nothing else for me except the performing arts, except for art and dancing.
That's dope. So I wanted to ask you, because I asked this question to Princess Javelle as well. What keeps you in shape? Like, because honestly, your body is bomb too, sis. Like, I've been watching your Instagrams, like, getting some hope in here. Getting some hope.
What keeps my body good? Well, I don't eat meat. I'm pescatarian. Okay. So it's been almost a year now.
Oh, wow. Congrats.
The day Nipsey Hussle passed away was the day, rest in peace to him, because that's a spiritual god.
Have you visited the pop-up shop of...
I could not go, and I was so upset I couldn't go. Timing it wasn't on my side. But next time it happens, I will be here. Definitely. Hey, Bo. But yes, I don't eat meat. I am pescatarian. And so occasionally I'll eat fish and shrimp, but usually I stay away from meat altogether. I have no desire for it anymore. Other than that, that's pretty much all I can say, because I eat everything else. I eat a lot of carbs. I'm a carby pasta
Got you. I was going to ask you, how was Thanksgiving then? Because I was like, if it's not meat for me, I don't know what to do with my life.
I ate everything else, but the meat, the turkey and ham, I just went, it's okay, I'm good. Well, and I'm not going to lie, I looked at it and went, damn. Let me be honest. I was like, damn, I'm really not about to eat this ever again.
Right.
I almost cheated, and then I said, I'm gonna regret this in the morning. Let me put it away. So I pushed it away.
That's good though. Strong will right there. That's good. All right. So, what considers you a multifaceted ballerina?
I do point. Oh, let me just go back from the beginning. I started doing ballet since I was little, and I left it because as a child, it's boring. I just want to do hip hop and African. As a little black girl, you just want to, woman of the Caribbean descent, you just want to move. And ballet was just too boring. But my mom made me go back into it. She said, if I'm going to support your dance career, you must do ballet. So I went to London Contemporary Dance School in England, where I got a talent scholarship to study ballet out there and contemporary dance. So that's where I really got to redefine my technique, because I was never really technical. As a dancer when I was younger, I was known for my raw energy, but I wasn't always clean. And unfortunately, that got me ostracized with a lot of my dance peers. I don't want to get too much into that because it's the past. Right. But I was ostracized by a lot of my dance peers because I wasn't the sharpest pencil in the pencil case. However, my energy was raw. No one was seeing me when it came to that. Right. So I redefined my technique, and I got into point. And I remember I had a teacher named Flava who gave me a hard time because of my weight, because of my point shoes, just everything. And I didn't stop. I had a friend named Zandra B. You interviewed her last week. She was in my ballet class with me, and she would always see how he would treat me.
Shout out to Zandra.
Yes, shout out to Zandra.
Actually up on the YouTube as well.
Yes, and she used to always tell me, like, don't let him get to you and stuff, because he was very hard on me. Very, very hard on me. And I'm glad he was hard on me, because he taught me a lot of amazing things. So when I got into ballet, I said, I don't want to do this the original way. I saw hip play. I saw the backlash they got from it, but I was still impressed by it. I liked how they took classical training and made something different out of it. It's 2019. Why does everything still have to be the same?
That's so true.
Keep the foundation the same, but you can change it up a little bit. Yeah. I hear people, why are you doing ballet to hip hop? That's not okay with me. What are you, in 1950? Like,
that's so true.
You know what I'm saying? So,
that's so true. Especially the era we're in now. Everything, like, we love new, fresh things.
The foundation should not change.
Right.
So as long as you have the foundation, you can add whatever you want on top, but the foundation should always remain the same. I do agree to that. I don't need to see nobody doing anything that the foundation is wrong, and I'm just like, that's not even, if it's built on trash, it's going to be trash. If it's built on shit, excuse me, if it's built on, I'm sorry, but if it's built on BS, it's going to be BS. So the foundation must be solid.
Right.
It's the same thing with heels dancing. So
what is heels dancing, if you don't mind me asking?
It's when you put on a pair of heels and you strut like the queen you are with proper lines. However, going back to the ballet before I get into the heels.
Let's just let everybody know that Jazz is a dance instructor as well. This is why, she's like going in. But we are, she's definitely educating us about this.
So with ballet, the non-traditional ballet, funny story with that. That was a joke. I did the, shout out to Shiggy, he get on my nerves, and I'm about to tell you why in a second. He did the Shiggy challenge to Drake's song, In My Feelings. Yeah. And he did the Kiki, Do You Love Me? So I had just taken Drake's choreographer, Safaree Lundy, shout out to her. I just took her class, and she did that song, and I was like, oh, this song again is not leaving my head. So I went home, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to put on my pointers and I'm going to do the Kiki challenge. It was a joke. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, this is just a joke. It's just for fun. I did it. I wake up. I get a hit up from Soraya. She's like, girl. And I'm like, this is a joke. This is about to come off my page. She's like, no, you can't take that down. And then I'm just getting all these hit-ups from everybody. Next thing I know, I go on Facebook. That video's on Facebook. I didn't post it on my Facebook. A different person posted it on the Facebook. 3 weeks later, I'm at 1 million views for that video. Then I had nothing else to inspire me, because I don't do anything I'm not inspired by. I try not to, because when you force stuff, it just doesn't. It doesn't feel the same.
Right.
And then Janet Jackson had Made for Now.
Yes.
That song that video, all my friends were in that video. Wendell, Waka,
shout out to Ghana Boy and
Ghana Boy,
Joe,
Steven. All my boys was in that video. What's his name? Corey, all of them. So I was inspired by my friends being in that video, and I called this videographer and said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm coming from Philly." I said, "I need you to meet me at this location, 9:00 in the morning, rain or shine. I need you to film a visual for me." It was me on pointe shoes on concrete dancing to Made for Now.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah,
dancing to Made for Now. And I said, whether Janet sees this or not, and I know she's going to see it because this is good, she's going to see it and she's going to love me. And I pray she sees it one day. I posted it and left it alone. I went on tour, came back from China. I was teaching my ballet class, and my friend Negasty said, "Jasmine, congratulations, I saw the Janet post." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "Janet posted you." I'm like, "No, she didn't." She's like, "Yes, she did." And I started jumping up and down. My students like, "Miss Jasmine, what's wrong?" I'm like, no, wait. So I look on my phone and I see the tag, and I clicked on it, and she tagged my name. She made a whole post, and I just sat on the floor and I just cried. I cried like a little baby because I love her. Just like I said in the beginning, and I love Michael, so I was just like, and she didn't post everybody. Janet Jackson only posted like maybe 8 videos.
She was very selective.
She was very selective for who she posted. So because she was selected, that meant even more to me, you know, and that changed my life.
That's a full 360 for you too, you know, that's amazing.
Completely changed my life. Next thing I know, I had 10K followers. I was like, what? I don't even know what to do. All these different brands started coming to me. Shout out to Spray Ground. I started working with Spray Ground from that. I got a job booking in Connecticut teaching. They wanted me to teach non-traditional ballet. They specifically said, "We want you to do what you did in that Janet video for this class. You have the foundation, and we just want you to just kill it." So that Janet Jackson post changed my life.
That is dope. That's very an amazing experience for you.
Literally spiraled and I had already been working with dope artists. So I had done the VMAs with Rihanna. I had worked with Sean Paul. I had, worked with Masha Montano, who's the king of my island, Trinidad. I have worked with so many amazing artists already. So, but the Janet post, I just feel like and I had just came back from China. I went on tour in China, all over China. I choreographed.
What were you on tour for?
The China Hoops, started by Yao Ming.
Okay.
Started by Yao Ming. He started this whole thing with China. It's the CBA.
Yeah.
So it's the China Basketball Association. So I was fortunate enough to do that. And I also choreographed for that. So he danced all over. Hi, David. That's all over. And that was also the food.
Yes, let us know. How was
the food?
It's important.
Especially because we got all the food for free. It was like,
everything's better for
everything. The food. And the fact that they treat black people like they're famous out there, because obviously there's no black people in China, so they were always asking to touch my hair, take pictures with me. Every time we got off the bus to every single performance we did, it was a whole paparazzi of people just waiting. Sometimes they had flowers for us. Hotels, they had sometimes drinks waiting for us at the hotels. We were greeted and treated very nicely, but the food. The food.
That's dope.
That makes the experience different. When the food is good, it makes it that much better. The food is trash. It's like, I didn't like the food, so it was okay. Jasmine, you were in so-and-so. I didn't like the food.
Right.
But Jasmine, you were in Dubai. I didn't like the food. So the food.
No, that's so fact. That is fact. So let's talk about you. Basically, choreographing. I can never say this word right, but for Safaree's video in ProblemChild. You brought it up before, but what was your experience? And also let me know how Safaree is, because I love Safaree.
That experience was interesting. Shout out to Dream Team Digital, because he called me maybe a week before we shot and was like, "Listen, Jasmine, I need you to submit me 20 of some like dope dancers with good bodies, and I'm gonna pick the top 3, etc., for this video shoot with Safaree and ProblemChild." I'm like, "What? What did you just say?" I'm like, wow, because, to go back a little bit, I had met Dream Team through Fuzzy Fazoo and DC Young Fly. They had a video shoot.
I remember you was doing that video shoot.
And I was there. And
how was DC?
DC Young Fly is the dopest. He's so dope. Great energy. And I was on that set because the models needed help kind of loosening up. They were, no shade, but they were just kind of like beautiful.
Right.
So I like loosened them up a little bit. Hey, Sheem, another dope artist, another dope Bayesian artist. I was loosening them up, and I told them, like, this is what you guys got to do. Are you stiff like this when you have sex? They said no, and I said, then you shouldn't be stiff when this music comes on and you're dancing next to this artist. You have to loosen up, because that's my boy's brand. He said to me, I haven't heard an idea that genius since I sat in the office with Nike. And he's not easily impressed. He's not easily impressed. I know him. Excuse my language. Can I say cunt? He's a cunt. Okay? He is not easily impressive. Something is not impressive to him. He's like, yeah, no. Like, he owns his own business, so he knows what it takes. Dope. He's worked with Nike and all these brands. So he said, I haven't heard something that genius since I sat in the office with Nike. That is a genius brand. He said, you literally took everything and you brought everything together with Petals of Noir. You let people know that you can bring everything together. And then the way I went about it. And then I also call myself a social media specialist. I'm very good at telling people, like, listen, this is how you do this. Bring your traction with your content.
I can attest to that.
This is how you get that together. Hey, Dupree God. Shout out to my boy Dupree God.
I know Dupree God.
Dupree God. Shout out to Dupree God, his crazy self.
He dropped a video today.
The man behind the L Train Thanksgiving. That's Dupree God and his boy Joe. Just so y'all know, that man is behind that because he's. I call him Dupree Devil, but Dupree God.
That's funny. So, okay, like you were talking about with branding. So, I can attest to this because Jazz is always calling me like, girl, you need to work on this, switch the IG profile. Or if it's, and 1 minute she called me like, yes, Jazz. It looks nice now. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I feel like I'm doing a great job.
Yeah.
So, what are some tips that you can give people who are trying to brand themselves now and like even just like increase their followers and stuff like that?
Engagement. The more you comment on your stuff, it brings more traction. Even though the algorithm is the lowest it's ever been because Instagram is playing around. Instagram capping right now.
No, that's a fact.
But the algorithm is very low. So commenting back helps. Engaging, doing things that honestly are just true and genuine to your heart. Don't just put stuff out just to put it out just because you need like some followers. Because if it's an impact, it's going to create income. Impact creates income. So definitely engagement. Do what makes sense for your brand. It has to make sense. And the same thing I tell my students, do you see it on television? No, then don't do it in this dance room. So if you don't see the people who are the millionaires, the people who are up there, the Diddy's, the Jay-Z's, the Oprahs, the Karen Civils, the Mark Zuckerbergs, if you don't see them doing those things, then maybe you shouldn't do those things because content is very important. Perception is reality. So you have to make sure whatever you do makes sense to your business, to your brand. If it doesn't make sense, it's not going to make dollars. Yeah. They say if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. I say if it don't make sense, it don't make money. If it don't make sense, it don't make dollars. So I would recommend anyone who has a brand, make sure it makes sense. Look at your content and ask people who you genuinely trust their opinion. That you genuinely trust everybody's opinion. No. But some people will be like, that's not that bad. I'm like, that was trash. What? What do you mean that wasn't not that bad? Just okay is not okay. You seen the commercial.
Right,
just okay is not okay.
Right.
So it has to make sense. Yeah. Would you invest in it? I think that's the biggest question is, would I invest my last dollar in this? If the answer is no, then I wouldn't put it up there.
Okay.
I wouldn't put it out there.
Words from Petals of Noir. Thank you so much, Jazz, for this. I really appreciate this interview. I'm so happy that I could be your first interview of many, because I know more is coming.
Oh my God.
Where can anybody find you, and where can they find Petals of Noir as well?
You can find me at Jasmine Noir. That's JASMINE .NOIR_ and Petals of Noir. That is PETALS_ OF, oh God, I can't spell, OF _ NOIR. And that is that. Everything is Jasmine Noir. Jasmine Noir, everything. So,
anything upcoming for 2020 that we should be looking out for? No exclusive, sis. No
Okay.
exclusive?
Okay. All right. I'll give you an exclusive. Petals of Noir is officially LLC.
Oh, nice.
I have not
Congrats.
announced it. I have not posted it or announced it, but I can announce it to you. Petals of Noir is officially LLC. And another exclusive, I'm flying to Los Angeles. Actually tomorrow night, 5 o'clock in the morning, but tomorrow night, Tuesday, for the National Film Awards. A performance I did, shout out to Mappy, with Mappy, the violinist from France. She got nominated for Best Television Performance.
Wow.
And I was the choreographer for that. So she requested Jasmine must come to LA with me, because if I win, she's accepting this award with me. So I'll be flying to LA for the National Film Awards. It's the second or third annual. But we got competition. T-Pain is a nominee as well.
Okay.
We got some competition, but I'm just being nominated is a win.
Yeah.
Going to LA to an award show to be nominated for choreography that you put out there on a woman. And let me tell you something, Mappy's not easy.
Right.
She's
she don't
not
play,
easy. She don't play. That 4'11" woman, she's 4'10", 4'. She don't play. She will curse you out, and she may not know a lot of English because she's French, but she will no, I don't like, no. She has literally sent her manager to go, Mappy wants you to change the choreography for this performance. Why? She said it's too hard, or she doesn't like it. And I'm like, okay, back to the drawing board. I gotta fix this choreography. So she's not easily impressed. Yeah. And for that specific performance, it means a lot to me, because before we aired and filmed that TV show, she cried. Wow. At the last rehearsal, she cried, and she said, this is going to be the performance that's going to change my life. And it did, because I was nominated for an award in LA, and I didn't even post about it yet, because I still can't believe it.
That's amazing, though. So shout out to Mappy. We definitely gotta get her on the show as well.
Yes, Mappy. Shout out
to her. That's in the works. So.
Yes, the queen.
Yes.
The queen of Paris. So.
But thank you so much, Jazz, again.
Thank you.
Guys, this has been Shaysayss, 2 S's not 1, another Sunday. And with my favorite co-host.
Yes, I say it.
So definitely tune in next week, Sunday, 7 to 9 p.m. again. We have more people coming to the building. But we just got to shout out Jasmine Noir again, Princess Javel. Thank you for coming to the building, and tune in next week, guys.
Hey, Ace. Shout out to my boy Ace, one of my close friends. Hey, Shakur. My 2 Geminis. They're both Geminis. You know, Geminis.
I'm a Gemini.
I know. Y'all all crazy. Ace is a Gemini. Shakur is a Gemini. They crazy. But you know what? We're compatible, because I'm an Aquarius. So.
Yes, they are compatible. But shout out to the Geminis out there. Shout out to the Geminis out here listening to. And yeah, check us out next week, guys.